Hello everyone and welcome back to another video with Kirk's Car Reviews. Today we are going to be going to a Cars and Coffee in my local area. And we're going to be taking this thing. It's going to be fun. So if you don't know what this is a Porsche 911 Carrera S, the 2020 model in basic white with 5-spoke wheels and a satin finish. They, as per usual, all Porsche 911 Carrera S's come with the red brake calipers, and it has a 443 horsepower flat 6 engine that's twin turbocharged. That makes 443 horsepower. As I said, this car will sprint from 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds and have a top speed of 191 miles an hour. That's fast. If you want to see an in-depth video of this car explaining everything you need to know about it, check out my YouTube channel. I'll tell you everything. So here's a little coincidence. We're driving a Porsche 911 to the Cars and Coffee, and there's a Porsche 911 right next to us. Isn't that funny? So right now we're officially at the Cars and Coffee. We parked literally right next to a Lamborghini Gallardo Spider. We also have another Porsche 911, except this is a cabriolet, a Ferrari 488. I'm loving this lime green Porsche 911 GT3. This is 6. Aston Martin DB11. Another Porsche 911, this is the turbo. And a Corvette C4, C5. Yeah, so far this is sick. Probably one of the most unique cars at this show is this Nissan R34 Skyline GTR. For a long time, these were not legal in the United States. But this year, they're finally legal. So it has a 276 horsepower, twin turbo inline 6 with an all-wheel drive system, doing 0 to 60 in 4 seconds, and a top speed of 155. It's insane. Well, next to it, Liberty Walk Super BR0 Toyota GT86, the same car, doesn't really matter. I think they're cool. Definitely cool. Right here we have a brand new Lamborghini Huracan Technica. So this is between the Lamborghini Huracan Evo and the Lamborghini Huracan STO. That blue car down there with the orange thing. Anyway, 640 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. Top speed, 202 miles an hour. Right here we have the last of the Lamborghini Aventadors. This is a Lamborghini Aventador Ultimate. With 840 horsepower, the most powerful Lamborghini so far, besides the Revuelto, which just came out. It'll do 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds with a top speed of 220 miles an hour. Absolutely insane. The model right before that was the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. The Lamborghini Aventador Ultimate is faster compared to the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. Still, though, the SVJ looks great. 760 horsepower, V12 engine, 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds, top speed of 220 miles an hour, same as the Ultimate. One of 350 made Lamborghini Aventador Ultimate. Wow, that echoed from a mile away. Right here we have the one of 2,000 in the world Smart Crossblade. This is insane. If you don't know what the Smart Crossblade is, which I'm assuming you probably don't, it was a limited edition small little sports car that the Mercedes Smart brand made. I don't think they're even legal in the United States anymore. Right here, as I mentioned, this is the Lamborghini Huracan STO. Super sick car. So this is the model after the Lamborghini Huracan Technica, the yellow one right down there. This does 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds, has a top speed of 203 miles an hour. Basically any Lamborghini Huracan, except it has a 650 horsepower V10 engine. Same with this car, same thing, except it's in Rosa Acanthus, I think. Maybe. This is the McLaren 600 LT with a twin turbocharged V8 making 600 horsepower, of course, with 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds, top speed at 210 miles an hour. I got a ride in one of these once. Right next to it is a Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Naturally aspirated flat six engine. It'll do 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds with a top speed of 193 miles an hour. This right here is the Lamborghini Huracan, however you want to pronounce it. It has the same engine as the Lamborghini Miura. It'll do 0 to 60 in like 6 or 7 seconds and a top speed of 155 miles an hour. However, these are worth a lot of money. Take a look at the engine.
Perfectly fine.
This right here is a Ferrari SF90. Sick car. So this car has a 840 horsepower twin turbocharged V8 engine plus 3 electric motors with a total output of 1,000 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds with a top speed of 210 miles an hour. Right next to it is the brand new McLaren Artura twin turbocharged V6 engine, 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds, a top speed of 200 miles an hour. Right there is a Ferrari 430 Scuderia. Jeez, that thing is loud. It has a naturally aspirated V8 making like 500 horsepower, doing 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds with a top speed of 185 miles an hour. This right here is a very unique spec of a McLaren 570S. Once again, this is one of McLaren's twin turbocharged V8 models. This makes 570 horsepower, of course. It does 0 to 60 in about 3-ish, 2.9-ish seconds with a top speed of 200 miles an hour. Right here is a McLaren 720S. This is one of McLaren's most powerful models. This has, once again, a twin turbocharged V8 making 720 horsepower. It'll do 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds and a top speed of 217 miles an hour. Right here we have a black on black Porsche 911 GT3. This is a sick car. Once again, the 520 horsepower, flat six engine, 0 to 60, 3 seconds, top speed, 210 miles an hour, 200 miles an hour flat. Another Porsche 911 GT3, except with the wing. This one doesn't have the wing back there. Right here we have a McLaren 720S Spider pulling in. Right there is the brand new Ferrari 296 GTB. This has a V6 engine and electric motors. I love the yellow. This is one of Ferrari's first V6 models in a very, very long time. It'll do 0 to 60 in about 3 seconds. It has a top speed of 202 miles an hour. Very cool. Here we have a Ferrari F8 Tributo. This car has a twin turbocharged V8, doing 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds and having a top speed of 203 miles an hour. Once again, typical twin turbocharged Ferrari McLaren competitors. Right here we have a Porsche 911 Carrera RS. Very rare model and very cool. This is one of the last air-cooled Porsche 911 models ever made. So it's really unique to see it. This car will do 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds. It has a top speed of 160 miles an hour. Very nice. Right here we have a cammed Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat or Demon. This is sick. Right here we have a very rare car. Gembala BMW M3. Insane. Worth around like $1 million. Not even joking. So what Gembala is a tuner company, and they like tune cars. However, it died in 2006 due to like financial reasons, and the owner died too. It has a inline-six engine making like 400, 500 horsepower, and it'll do 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds with a top speed of who knows what. Right next to it is a very rare BMW Z8. This has a V8 engine, of course. Very rare car. 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds with a top speed of 180 miles an hour. Right here is a Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. This is one of my favorite cars. I love this car. It has a twin turbocharged V8 makes 500 horsepower. It'll do 0 to 60 in 3 seconds and have a top speed of 190 miles an hour. By the way, it's a Vantage, which is again another modifying company, which is really cool. So it'll make about 600 horsepower. Right there is a Ford GT Heritage Edition. Oh my God. It has a twin turbocharged EcoBoost V6 engine. It'll make it go from 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds with a top speed of 216 miles an hour. I have never seen one of these ever. Insane. Look how low it is to the ground. By the way, coming in is a Mercedes GWagon 4x4 squared. Again, a limited edition car with only 500 made. Basically an off-road G-Wagon. What G-Wagons were meant to be. So right here we have a Ford GT Heritage Edition. Likely replica Ford GT40 and a replica Lola T70. Insane. So to be clear, that Lola and this Ford GT40 were both hand built. This was based off of a Type 3 Lola, based off on 1969, and the Ford GT40, based off of a Ford GT40. Again, hand built. Still insane. Right here we have a 1 of 20 Vector W8. Only 20 made ever. The 3-speed automatic, 644 horsepower, twin turbocharged V8, twin cams 2, 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, top speed, claimed 248 miles an hour. Absolutely insane. Right behind it is a 1 of 500 McLaren Senna with a 720 horsepower, twin turbocharged V8, just like every other McLaren. 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds, top speed of 217 miles an hour. Both insane cars. And of course a Mustang right there. Right here we have a Corvette ZR1 and an Aston Martin Vantage. Both, this is a twin turbocharged V8 with 600 horsepower. Supercharged V8 with 700 horsepower. 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds, 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. Top speed 193 and top speed 192, I guess. Lamborghini Huracan and Porsche 911 GT3 RS leaving. I need to get a video of this. Insane. Wow. We have a McLaren Senna GTR incoming. McLaren Senna GTR. Modified to be street legal by Lazante. One of only 75 made ever. This is insane. Supercharged V8, 800 horsepower, 0 to 60, 2.8 seconds, top speed of 220 miles an hour. McLaren Senna GTR. This right here is a 2007 Aston Martin Vantage with a 405 horsepower naturally aspirated V8 engine. Pretty cool. It also has a chocolate interior, which I find really cool. It also has a manual. So the car will do 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds and have a top speed of 180 miles an hour. Also, take notice of these doors that slowly go up. Isn't that unique?